The Dark Empath. How to recognize the most dangerous personality type. Have you heard of the new psychological term Dark Empath? Last year, a group of researchers identified a new group of people called Dark Empaths. They are people who are high in both empathy and darkness. These are people who scored very high in the dark traits on the dark triad. To understand the Dark Empath, you first have to understand something even scarier, and that's called the dark triad. The dark triad is a sort of toxic stew of three patterns: narcissism, which is characterized by grandiosity, a superior sense of self, vanity, and a willingness to hurt others due to a lack of empathy; Machiavellianism, which is characterized by cold, calculated manipulation, a willingness to exploit others for personal gain, and a lack of morality; and psychopathy, which is characterized by cold, callous behavior, a lack of concern for other people, and a willingness to hurt others without remorse. However, dark empaths are also highly empathetic, which most people in the dark triad are not. The difference between them and a normal empath is that they are high in cognitive empathy, which is being able to know someone's emotions, rather than affective empathy, which is being able to feel someone's emotions. Upon first thought, the dark empath sounds kind of sexy, when in fact, they can be the most emotionally dangerous. A dark empath may actually be more dangerous than a more cold and unfeeling dark triad type, because the so-called dark empath can draw you in closer, and do more harm as a result. The closer you are to someone, the more you can hurt them. Obviously, having dark traits and understanding people's emotion can be really dangerous, but we think that there's one cool feature in this group, and that is that they can do jobs that other people find really emotionally draining. Think ER doctors, homicide detectives, and soldiers. Dark empaths are skilled in detaching their behavior from their empathy when necessary, making them great in these fields, because they can understand the emotions of people around them, but are able to cut themselves off from the high emotionality of the situations. We are naturally drawn to the combination of sexy darkness alongside the sparkle and charisma of warmth. It's superhero, it's vampire vegan, a dark crusader for good, flawed yet gifted. Dark empaths are emotional shapeshifters, not empaths. It's estimated that dark empaths make up 5% to 20% of the population. Now, how do you recognize this dangerous personality type? Here are 10 signs of dark empaths. Number 1. They manipulate you. The dark empath gets what he wants by creating a sense false of trust and then being a more effective manipulator as a result. Their empathic abilities can be used to download what makes another person tick, and then weaponize or mobilize that knowledge to take advantage of or manipulate another person. Number 2. The fake empathy. By presenting a false front, deceptive people can carry out their agendas without us suspecting that something's wrong. Have you ever had a social relationship with someone who you thought was on your team, only to discover that this person had been treacherously scheming and taking advantage of you? A dark empath is more terrifying than a person with a high score on the dark triad. With a dark triad person, you will know to be scared. A dark triad person doesn't even try to fake empathy. Number 3. They always have a second or secret motive. They don't attend parties for no reason, and they don't play nice for the sake of being kind. Dark empaths always have something up their sleeves. Number 4. They are low in agreeableness. Dark empaths are low in a trait called agreeableness. Agreeableness is a trait characterized by empathy, humility, modesty, trust, and interpersonal flexibility. So when a person is lower in agreeableness, while also having some empathy, means that this person is arrogant, distrustful, and takes an it's my way or the highway kind of path. Number 5. They guilt trip you. Dark empaths are people who prey on other people's emotions. A common example would be guilt tripping someone, whether it's someone close to them or not. Dark empaths are able to perceive what other people feel and use that to their own benefit. They may manipulate the person and use their emotions to buy something they're selling or do something like blackmailing a sibling to do their chores. Number 6. They're extroverted. Dark empaths are extroverted, so they do well in a crowd, which can also foster a sense of trust because they seem to be getting along with everyone. Number 7. They have a malicious sense of humor. Dark empaths use harsh sense of humor more often than neurotypicals or empaths. Malicious humor is considered the most destructive form of humor, as it's used to belittle those who someone feels are beneath them. This humor is so toxic because not only does it hurt the targets of the jokes, but the dark empath is also reinforced by the release of anger that they feel, leading them to continue to do it despite the negative consequences. Number 8. They use relational aggression. Dark empaths are more likely to use relational aggression like gossip or rumors to hurt people rather than outright aggression. Dark empaths know how to really hurt people, and they'll often make their damage long-term, if not permanent, by going after one's reputation. They'll do all this while appearing sweet, innocent, and empathetic themselves. Number 9. They're always considering what's in it for them. Dark empaths are business-minded. In almost everything they do, or every transaction they make, they never fail to consider what's in it for them. Why would they help someone if it only means losing time and energy on their part? Why would they lend someone money if they can't pay it back right away? Have you ever met a dark empath? Tell us about it in the comments below. We hope you enjoyed our video. See you next time.